undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco.
How will these two fighters handle? Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Solid punch. They exchange punches. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That one will count. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missed with that hook. Jab doesn't quite connect. Missed him with that uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved, but here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. That hook won't score. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he back at it in round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Jab misses. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They stop the hook there. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Point, you got it. Here's the bell to start round 5. Well, they got battered. Big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. Tell who's stronger and who's faster. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Another scoring shot there. Counter punching. Well, this fighter has been down. This is the beginning of round 6. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. And that will do it. What a victory. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
So time to go celebrate.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
We got all eyes on you. No more bluffing.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Marco Antonio Barrera, 168 centimeters tall with a reach of 178 centimeters. And he'll be facing El Nino de Oro, 60.8 kilos, 173 centimeters tall. His reach is 175.
There is no joke about...
It's the babyface assassin Marco Antonio Barrera. It doesn't matter the weight class. Bantamweight, super bantam, featherweight, super featherweight, or lightweight. He's held world titles in 3 different weight classes. El Nino de Oro, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. It's bombs away. That punch lands. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Beautiful counter shot. That jab misses. A perfect counter lands. Insane action. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you, and usually, did you see that? Jorge Linares, and that'll do it. Linares is down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your blood.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook doesn't score. Punch has been his best weapon all fight long. men step back for just a moment, and they figure out the combination to this save.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They both want the knockout. Here's a counter shot. No rest for the weary. These two were made for each other. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter shot lands. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in the guess.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Believe what we're seeing. That jab doesn't score. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About Barrera in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next. Time for the fifth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Which fighter will say no mas? When are we going to see a jab from these two? A scoring blow. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Back and forth they go. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up.
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Just missed with that jab. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering. Here comes round 7. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nope, that hook won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Perfect counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he scores with the counter. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bell sometimes.
There's the bell to start round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He misses with that straight left. Nice job blocking the hook. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this.
This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up.